Hi, I'm Jack Heslin, founder of the AI Conversation, an online community where people and organizations from all different kinds of backgrounds come together to learn about AI tools and share how they use AI tools so we can all learn from each other in what we call the wisdom of the crowds. We all learn how to use this technology together at the AI Conversation. So, if you've been following us from our series AI 101, which introduced basic concepts of artificial intelligence, which led to our next series, AI 102, pretty clever, right? 101 to 102. We said we're going to get more specific. AI 101 was about concepts. AI 102 is about the specific AI tools in the different functions of an organization. So we broke that down into sales and marketing and operations, and now we're going to go through that module by module. We began with AI marketing in our first module of this AI 102 series because you don't really have a business until you have paying customers. You have a product, you have a service, that's great, you've put in your research, but until the marketplace has said, yes, we are going to buy that, you don't really have a business just yet. So we decided after thinking about it, we would start with AI, the developing role of AI in marketing, and how today marketing really has more tools at its disposal than ever before. And why marketing? Well, marketing is where you find potential customers for the salespeople to follow up with. So we began with AI and marketing in our previous module, but it's such a deep topic that we're going to actually do probably 3 modules on this. And we're going to talk a little bit about what's been, but the real thing about why we're doing this continuation of AI marketing is because there's just so much, there's really too much to put into one webinar. So we're going to continue to explore basically this AI, and I don't use this word lightly, this marketing revolution, which allows for a kind of customer intelligence that was never there before. The decades of customer demographics and age and location, educational background, that's pretty much gone by the wayside. Now we can, with the AI tools, we can uncover behavioral patterns and predict future actions, completely changing how we interact with our customers, and most importantly, how we give them a unique experience that makes the odds go up they will stay customers. So in this module, we're going to move beyond the basics of audience segmentation to talk about creating truly personalized experience that improve the customer engagement and loyalty. So on that note, we will move on. Traditional demographic targeting was really very limited. As we just commented, knowing someone's age, location, or income really tells you very little about what they care about. You can glean some knowledge about them from that, but not a whole lot. Behavioral insights change the game. And again, predicting behavioral patterns, that's the core of artificial intelligence. So it changes the game and what customers are actually doing and why they're doing it. But what they're doing in terms of which pages on a website are getting visited, what they purchase, how they interact with your brand across the different touch points. Taking it a step further, predictive insights, the lifeblood, you could say, of artificial intelligence. Predictive insights will help you anticipate their future behaviors before they happen. And there are some people who would, not like that. And I think that's a very important debate to have. But this is what's going on, and not new. This has been developing for a while. But it allows you to reach customers with the perfect offer at exactly the right moment, staying ahead of your competition if you can leverage predictive insights. Now, pardon me, there we go. Now, to create that meaningful customer segment, we used to involve a lot of guesswork. But with AI, we can transform this into a process that really makes it a science. And it starts with gathering all of your customer data from different sources, website visits, purchasing history, your customer support interactions, how do they engage with you on social media. That brings everything together into one place. Think about it. This is a lot of customer data from really helping you understand their buying patterns. Now, AI algorithms can look at all those patterns and see things that a human being simply might miss because there's so much data coming in from so many different sources. But with AI, we can group the customers based on those meaningful similarities rather than just the surface level characteristics of yesterday's demographic approach. The result is the ability to deliver a personalized experience. That's a big distinction. A personalized experience that'll resonate with each segment, your customer segment, which really improves their engagement and the conversion rate. Now, we develop new terminology, and one of them is what we might call AI-driven personas. So we had this traditional customer persona, often based on gut feelings, the best research we could do at that time. But AI-driven personas are grounded in actual behavior, eliminating a lot of the guesswork in marketing. The personas continuously update. Think about that for a second. Where we used to do these expensive market research studies, took months to collect the data, weeks to coordinate it all, and then deliver a report, that was outdated the minute you got it. Because of AI, because of all the different touch points available in the marketplace now, the personas continuously update. Your customer persona continuously updates as customer behaviors evolve, ensuring that your understanding stays current. Remember, we just said marketing data was always very dated by the time you got it. So this enhanced accuracy and dynamic nature of AI personas, this leads to significantly improved targeting, helping you reach the right customers with the right message at the right time. The marketing trifecta, you could call it, to use a betting analogy. The marketing trifecta that maximizes that return on investment. Now, we're going to take a little bit of a detour. What's a CDP? Many people know that term, many people do not. CDP is an acronym for Customer Data Platform. It's not that, how do we put this? It's not that this is specifically AI related, which is why we're calling it a bit of a detour. But with AI tools, customer data platforms can really be seen now as the central nervous system for all your customer data. Creates a foundation for truly customer-centric marketing, starts by collecting customer information from every touch point, online, offline, any way that your customer is interacting with your company and your brand. The CDP then unifies this data to create a single, comprehensive customer profile, eliminates duplicates, maintains accuracy across all the systems, and because of AI technologies, continuously updates. That's really a big game changer. So we could call it the magic. The magic happens when the platform enriches these profiles with analytics and predictive insights that transform the raw data into actual actionable intelligence that drives the marketing strategy. So that's a CDP. That's a customer data platform. So why are we talking about it? Well, the customer data platforms now with AI enablement become essential tools for a modern marketer wanting to harness the power of AI. They centralize customer data from all your systems, your CRM, your email, platforms, website analytics, in-store transactions if you have that kind of product, creating a really complete view of each customer. AI algorithms then enrich this data with predictive insights about future behaviors and preferences. This uncovers opportunities that the basic human mind there's simply too much data for you and me to take it in and pull out those patterns. By enabling the AI, we uncover the opportunities from those patterns we would miss. Now, then you have something called the activation layer. This is where everything comes together, making it easy, or at least easier, to use the insights across all your marketing channels to deliver perfectly timed, personalized experiences that drive measurable results. But you don't have to do these one at a time. You're kind of mass customization, you could call it. Now, the benefits of an AI-enabled CDP, this provides a unified customer view, means everyone in your organization is working with the same accurate understanding of each customer. No more disconnected experiences or contradictory messaging. Now, I can relate to that. I've worked for some very, very large companies in my career, companies with billions in revenue, deep pockets, smart people running them. I've never questioned that. But the data about their own marketplace could be very fragmented. You know, you've got legacy systems over here, you have newer software programs over there, and I've actually worked in organizations where marketing and sales don't really talk, or at least they don't talk nicely. But if you have one central nervous system, a CDP with AI enablement, now everyone can work off the same data from one platform that is continuously, as we've said a couple times now, continuously updated. So your targeting becomes dramatically more effective as you can segment audiences based on actual behaviors and preferences rather than just broad assumptions. Most important, the enhanced customer experience that results from this deeper understanding will build a stronger relationship with your company, your organization, increases satisfaction and loyalty that directly add to the bottom line. We have tools today enable that we've just never had before. So, what can we expect as we continue on this AI and marketing journey? When you implement an AI-driven marketing strategy with a strong CDP foundation, remember I said that's why we call the CDP a bit of a detour. It doesn't have to be AI enabled, but when we enable the AI technologies in a customer data platform, you see improvement in several key areas, several business metrics. Conversion rates climb as your message and offers become more relevant to each customer's specific needs and interests. Customer engagement metrics like time spent on your site, which pages they viewed, email open rates. That's a statistic I always found personally very interesting. We send out 1,000 or a few thousand emails. Well, who's reading them? But we can combine that with how that customer interacts with our organization in other ways, so we know what their interest is. So we're always making sure that our offering meets their interest. So now we can create content. I mean, content that really resonates more deeply with your customer base. Maybe the most valuable thing from a business perspective, churn rates decrease substantially. Customers feel truly understood, developing the kind of loyalty that comes from personalized experiences that anticipate their needs. I don't know how accurate this is, but many years ago there was a very successful entrepreneur I got to know a little bit, and he said to me, for every one customer you lose, it takes really 3 to 4 to replace that. And I didn't understand what he meant. Okay, you lose these dollars, you gain these dollars. But he said customer churn is actually really expensive. So the more you can engage with your customers and give them a reason to stay with you, it's not just about having more customers. You're making your overall organization more efficient. And I never forgot that lesson about the expensiveness of churn from someone who really knew about it. So, what are some actionable steps? Well, getting started with AI-driven marketing is actually a pretty straightforward process. But you have to begin with an honest assessment of what's your own data infrastructure like. Some companies are great at collecting customer data and really trying to learn from it. Other companies, it's a little haphazard, and I've noticed in my career there can be very little correlation between is this a large company with deep pockets, lots of resources, or is this a small organization that doesn't have a lot to work with? You would think every large company would have great customer information. Some do, some don't. So you begin with an honest assessment of what do you know about your customers? And you have to look at this objectively. Are Are there gaps in how you collect data? Are you making sure that this data is clean and usable? A term that doesn't get talked about much is called EDA, exploratory data analysis. Before we get into AI, before we start talking about algorithms, exploratory data analysis, taking a clean, objective look at the data in front of you. Are there gaps? How old is it? And then you put it through a number of different charting and graph applications, and you get an idea of the breadth of that data and start to realize, man, this is all over the place. You might not have known that. So you have to start with an honest assessment of your own data. And then now you're into implementing a customer data platform that will provide the foundation for everything that follows. So choose one with really good AI enablement and capabilities that integrates well with your existing systems. And that can be tough. That can be tough depending on how old your existing systems are. And then finally, apply AI to your marketing campaigns incrementally. You don't have to jump into the deep end of the pool, right away. I was going to say jump into the deep end of the pool right off the bat, but I think that's mixing metaphors. So so we'll just leave it at you don't have to jump into the deep end of the pool. You can start small, figure out what AI tools, and there are many of them that work well with your particular product and service and industry, and then just watch it as you go along. You should start to notice your ROI is going up, up, and up. And if it isn't, you need to be very candid about, okay, why not? This is a very doable process, but it is not set it and forget it. And then finally, apply AI again. I'm sorry. You start with one or two high impact areas that demonstrate the value. And then once you, as we said, you go bit by bit. Once you feel you have a strong direction on it, that's when you can really start to scale it up. And that's one of the great things about AI tools. It is enormously scalable. So, oops, there we go. Sorry about that. There we are. So what are some of our key takeaways? As we wrap this up, it's important to realize that AI isn't just changing marketing. It's completely transforming how we understand and connect with customers. Excuse me. Today's customers absolutely expect a personalized experience. They might be thinking, well, do you have AI tools or not? I don't know if they're thinking that, but they know what they're starting to experience with the other companies they buy from. So they kind of have come to expect a personalized experience, and that'll just become more and more ingrained. And AI tools are the only way to deliver this at scale, whether it's across thousands or millions of customer relationships. So the foundation for this success, as we've said and we'll always say it, is making sure you have the right data and the right data infrastructure in place, specifically a CDP, customer data platform, that can really unify, analyze, and activate your customer data efficiently. With the pieces in place, you're well positioned to create a marketing department, a marketing plan that truly resonates with the customers on an individual level. This drives business results, but makes for long-term customer relationships that were not possible as little as a few years ago. And this integration, and I know there are people who want to debate this, and I'm all for the debate, but that integration will create long-term customer relationships that will keep your company profitable and efficiently run. So we're going to wrap up this part of AI and marketing here. We'll do a deeper AI and marketing module next before we move on to sales and the other aspects of AI in business. But just a reminder, my name is Jack Heslin. I am the founder of the AI Conversation. The purpose of our online community is to bring together people of different backgrounds, different organizations, so that we can all start having a conversation, learn from each other what is the best way to use these AI tools to do the most good for the most people. Check us out at www.theaiconversation.com. Thank you very much and stay well.